Hi friends, welcome to TechieMit. So in continuation of the multi-threading series, as we saw in the previous video about the executor framework, so today I'm going to bring a new video on scheduler executor demo. So it's in the executor framework. So let's go for it. So what I done created a class, I created a main method. Now let's jump into the code. So I guess show demo of scheduler executor Java. So yeah, this scheduler executor, it's also of the executor framework class. Yeah, so you can see over here the interface. There are many interface of the schedule threader pool. So we'll take the core pool size. I will take this as a constructor. So and I may take the which will taking the size of the pool. So I'm taking here for 4. Schedule yeah. So let's change the service name. So it's for not executor service. It is scheduled executor service. It is not scheduled executor. It is scheduled executor service. So we imported the of the java.util.com current.scheduled executor service. So now how we'll proceed in the program? We'll break it into model. So we'll create now first we have created the executor. Then we'll give it a runnable task. Then we'll check about the this then we'll check about the compatibility, and we'll check about the graceful shutdown and how the threads can be uh, executed in sleep. So we'll modelize program accordingly. So like first we have created the object of schedule executor service. Now we'll create a runnable task. So we'll call the executing thread. Is that system.nanotime will get it. So we'll get the what is the currently executing time of the specific thing. Now you created a thread, you created an object. Now you give a call to the actual method that will invoke on the schedule executor service. That is schedule exec dot yeah, schedule at with fixed delay. So we are going to override this method, which includes the runnable command, long initial delay, long delay, time unit seconds. So we'll override this. So as we have taken this for that purpose, we have created this task, and the initial delay would be 2 seconds, the final delay will be 4 seconds, and the time unit would be in seconds, time unit dot seconds. Yeah, so that's done now. So invoking method with fixed delay. So note here, we have taken over into consideration about the fixed delay, because there were also like other methods like if you there was schedule, there was scheduler fixed rate, and fixed delay. So like for specific reason we have taken as a scheduled with fixed delay, so that as fixed delay the specific task will be executed by after some uh, as mentioned in the initial delay and the final delay parameters, and so we have overridden that method. Now what we'll do now, now imagine the situation that the thread is scheduler is created, that we have runnable task, we have scheduled with this fixed delay. We have taken this, we have taken access of parameter, and in the try block we do the try catch block here. If sorry, dot await, sorry, schedule execute await termination, take as 5, and the time unit we are again taken seconds, and we'll actually shut down over here. Shutdown, note we are using the shutdown method. So imagine the situation that shutdown hook is specifically added. It registers a new version machine shutdown hook. There are two kind of shutdown in response. This is program exit normally, and last known domain trend when execute system.execute invoked, or the virtual machine is terminated in response to user interrupt, such as typing system ID event or log of event or system shutdown. So like we are specifically explicitly adding the shutdown hook for the thread, uh, simply an initialized but unstarted thread. When the virtual machine begins its shutdown sequence will be started, and all register shutdown hooks in some specific order, and it will run concurrently. So so to handle the graceful shutdown situation, we are using the add shutdown hook method, and we'll taken this. If not, then schedule execute dot schedule schedule shutdown now. So shutdown now method we have used. So it will immediately shut down, and handle this interrupted exception. That so we'll just catch this method, and yeah. So this runtime add-down shutdown hook, what will do? It will create a new thread, and it will handle the shutdown condition. and it will basically await termination for all the threads to be complete its execution, and for 5 seconds it will invoke the shutdown now method if not if all the task is over. So we handled it, and pause the thread to execute with some delay. So we'll thread dot sleep, suppose 20 seconds it will sleep, and it will exception ex. Sorry, over here also it will use this only, schedule shut down now. It will shut down after a specific milliseconds, and finally it will render finished executing threads with ScheduledExecutor. And we will not include this as the sub method, as the sub statement. So yeah, so we can modelize the programs. So first what we have done, we have created this instance of the scheduled executor service with some fixed thread pool of four size. That is, and of that we have created a runnable instance, and it just we just check the time that currently thread is executing, and we override the schedule with fixed delay method, and we pass the runnable thread with some initial and after delay in seconds. And lastly, we need to handle the situation of graceful shutdown, so we use a runtime get runtime. We added the add shutdown hook method. In that we check the await with the help of await termination. We check ensure that all the threads are executed. After that, it will immediately shut down to explicitly handle the shutdown condition, and that is there. And finally, during the execution of the threads, we need some specific delay. So that can be achieved with the help of thread.sleep. So that we have invoked over here. So after some regular intervals, thread will execute, and which will cause this statement to be printed. And let's see the demo now. Run as Java application. Currently executing thread. See, this is printed in nanoseconds. Now this is printed. This is the second. This is the third time. It's printing the time in nanoseconds. Fourth time. Fifth time. It's printed. Yeah. So total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times it got printed. And after that, scheduler service executor service shutting down. So we executed almost for 5 times, and because we are introduced the termination, so we achieved the 5 executions, and with the initial and delay of 2 to 4 seconds, and we saw that specific every seconds, after with the fixed delay of 2 seconds, it got executed, and after all the threads were executed, and lastly it got shut down. And so after all the threads gracefully shut down, it printed this method. So that was the importance of add shutdown hook. So because when the thread were executing, uh, were executing means all the threads had not completed execution. This was not, the statement didn't execute it, but because we have taken this condition await termination blocks until all tasks have completed execution after shutdown request or the timeout occurs or the current thread is interrupted, whichever happens. So to ensure that all the threads are executed, only after that this statement will get executed. So it ensured that after 5 seconds all the like 4 5 or any number of like tasks need to be executed will get executed, and post it will get shut down. So yeah, that is that. Suppose we try to change this to just 10 seconds. Let's again try to run it once, twice, thrice. See, if you like reduce the delay time, it's only executing, it's reducing the number of times we are executing. Even if you create 4 times, so four thread pool, only 3 of them got executed twice, and after that it got terminated. Suppose I change it to like again to 3, so I increase the delay. So like let's see how it will, because we saw with 2 seconds, and we'll increase it to 3 seconds. Note this time is in milliseconds, so 30 seconds. Sorry, let's print it again. Printing once, twice, thrice, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So like as you increase the delay, like more and more number of times the thread is executed, and if you reduce the delay or the like the sleeping time, so it will execute only like less number of uh, executions of the runnable instance will get. So that is the how we saw the demo of scheduled executor service. And we saw that how we need to create a schedule thread pool. We can create 3 or 4 number of instances, and if I try to use only if I change it to only 2, let's see what happens. We'll try to re-execute this. This is once, this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Shut up. Yeah, because it's only the thread pool. It means it only takes the into consideration how many number of you wanted to include in this, like the pool size, the number of threads. So it's like 4 threads, 5 threads, any number of threads you can include over here. The only thing that matters is the delay that you include over here. If you increase or decrease, so it will increase the frequency or like execution number of times it can get executed. So this video was all about scheduled executor service. It's working, and we saw that how we can create an instance of it. We can create a runnable instance, and how we can use the add shutdown this specific method, uh, this specific method to it to explicitly add the handle the shutdown hook situation, and to ensure graceful shutdown, and how by increasing the delay, or how the execution can be increased or decreased. If you reduce it, you will execute this number of times. We increase, we will execute more number of times. So that was all about the demo. So Do keep liking, subscribing to #TechieMit. More to coming on you on this executive framework and multi-threading series. Stay tuned. Keep liking, subscribing. Bye for now.